Hello there. If you're watching this video, please forward it to any secondary teacher that you know, particularly teachers of middle school and high school students. This video is part of my goal to help teachers with classroom discipline. My name is Danny Weiss, and I've been teaching high school math for 29 years. I'm currently in Waldorf, Maryland. In the description of this video, you can click on my guide for classroom management. I call it All the Answers. You can also use my email address that I provided for you to ask me any questions. You can also text me with my cell number that I've given you to ask me any questions, and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. So this is part 10, parents. All right. Most of the time, parents are going to be your biggest ally. If you're absolutely consistent, reasonable, and fair, you're going to get very strong support from almost every one of the parents. There's no question that there will be some parents who you will see, the students don't fall far from the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I've called parents before who've told me, hey, between 8 and 3 is your problem, don't call me. Okay, I get it, fine, that's why he's my problem, right? It's rare, but it happens. However, most parents will be completely supportive. In fact, if you have the time, and please understand, I know how valuable your time is. The very best phone call you can make is to the parents of good students. Every single time I've called a parent to tell them what a great job their kid is doing in my class, they are beyond thrilled with the call. First of all, parents of good students never get phone calls. I mean, why would they? Their kid's great, you know? So when they get a call from the teacher, their first thought is, oh my God, what's my kid doing wrong? Oh my God, I can't believe it. When you tell them that they did nothing wrong and that you're grateful for the job that they're doing in your class, they're like, oh my God. And they're always grateful for your call. But the number one thing you've accomplished by making this call is that you have completely won them over and will now leap tall buildings in a single bound on your behalf. So if you have time, call each parent of your good kids. Just once is enough. Those phone calls are seriously fun. I really love those calls. Now, when you have a student that you know is going to fail your class for the year and it's only October, call that parent immediately, okay? Do not leave a message. Make sure you talk directly to the parent. You must make sure that the parent clearly understands that their child is going to fail your class unless there are drastic changes in effort from their child. Make it clear that for their child to succeed in your class, that they will need help from the parent by having the parent checking their child's grades daily to make sure their assignments are up to date. Now, I've taken it one step further. When the parent says, you will see a significant change starting tomorrow, most parents will make this statement. However, most of the time, you will not see any change. Thus, I tell the parent, I sincerely hope so. But 75% of my students whose parents I call do not change their behavior one bit. Please be part of the 25% of students who change their behavior. The most important part of this phone call is to make a record that you made the call. Record the date and time, someplace in the grade book if you can, that you called the parent. Because when May rolls around and that student is going to fail your class and the parent wants a conference, you'll be able to give the date and time of the warning you made back in October. Trust me when I tell you, there will be parents who say, I had no idea my child was failing your class. You must be prepared for that very statement. So please call the parents of every single student you know in October who will be failing the class for the year. This will be the most important call you make, I promise you. We'll see you for part 11.